Hi friends, it's Julia. I am here to share my Out with the Old and Layout share for my January 2021 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. I had set myself a goal of creating 7 layouts, which I did, and then I created a few extra. I still have probably enough to make more, but I'm done. You guys know that when I'm done, I'm done. And I made this kit smaller, and it was a challenge to use up the products that were in it, and I want to continue until I use up all of them. So not just the paper, but the products as well this time, because it was so small and I used so much. So I did pull a couple of resources this month, the January 2021 as well as the January 2020 page map sketches. And I used quite a few. Well, I used all of the sketches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So that tells you I made 10 layouts. Here is the original paper. It was from the Christmas line by Echo Park, and that's what I have left of those original papers. Yeah, those will go into the trash. Those are some little bits and pieces that was cut off of a pocket page card, and those are just some things that I punched out. I did add in a 6x6 paper pad to give me a little extra to pull into this kit, and I did pretty good. I used 8 sheets out of here, so I still have some scraps here in the front, so I didn't use up every single bit of the 8 sheets that I pulled, but you know, I used enough. And then I have these scraps from those over here, so if that tells you anything, there you go. Paper wise, I have the cut aparts here. I had cut the center portion out, and sometimes I will cut that portion out and then save this outer edge so that I might want to make it an edge to something. Does that make sense? I hope so. Make it frame, if you will, or sometimes I just punch out different images like I did here, the hearts, the circles, and the tabs. But I think at this point that's going to go into the trash now, into the recycle bin. So cut apart wise, I have 5 pieces left. I had the green sheet that was in the collection had oh, what do you call it, cut aparts tags on it, bits and pieces of tags, and so I had cut out quite a few, and I still have one left. And so as far as the cardstock and pattern paper that I have added in, really this is it. This is all that I have left. I did add in several additional sheets of paper. I added 4 additional cardstocks and 1 additional paper in order to create the extra layouts that I did. And I know me, I know I could create another layout or 2 with what's here, but I'm done. Like I said, I'm done. Sticker wise, I used these red stickers. I used these silver stickers. I got a ton of use out of those and had to go into the second sheet. I used more of these and had to go into the second pack to create different words. I did use the rub-ons. They still work. Not as well as they did when I first took them out of the package. They are a little bit sticky and stick to almost everything that they touch, so you have to be very cautious in how you use them. But I was able to use them, so I'm going to hang on to them for a bit longer. These stickers that I had stamped out, I used quite a few of. I still have several left. This sticker sheet, it was a half of a sticker sheet. I used all but 4. So going back into the stash, and then this sticker sheet of course will go back into the stash, and you can see just how much I got used from there. I mean, it was a ton of stickers. My stamp sets, I think I used all of them. And then the washi tape that I put in, I used all of it. I had 4 different rolls. I did not use any of these up, but I am getting closer and closer. I did use my liquid pearls. I used quite a few of the wood veneer trees. The gemstones, I used all but 2. Same with the sequins, I used a ton of, but there's still quite a few left here. Those will go back into stash. These, I used all but 2. The brads, I used all but 4. I mean, I got a ton used. I feel like if I did another layout, I could finish these up, and finish up the red gemstones. But I'm not gonna. Here is layout number 1. I started with my 12 by 12 layouts because I was worried that I would not have enough paper if I didn't. So this was from the page maps from January 2021, and it was the double sheet on there. And you can see I got a ton of stuff on these as far as embellishment wise, as far as alphas, pattern paper. This is having a little bit harder time sticking down on this textured paper. I'm probably going to go through and add in some additional liquid glue behind that just to make sure it adheres really well. And I added that stitching down at the bottom. It may be hard for you guys to see on video, but it's there. And then around this one all the way. Super duper happy with how these turned out. I think I have them all photographed and uploaded with their videos at this point. I can take the, and I just stuck that sticker back on there. I was going to say I can take those stickers off now. This one I created from the Page Maps double page sketch from January of 2020. Again, lots more stuff used. I used the washi tapes. I used tags and stickers. I used brads and cork. I used the cut aparts. I used bits and pieces of 6x6 papers. That's actually one paper that I have cut it into 3x6 and then used a portion at the top and a portion at the bottom. You can see the gemstones I'm using, lots of stuff on these layouts. This one is a single page layout, and it is from Page Maps January 2020, and it is the first 12 by 12 sketch on that sheet. Doesn't necessarily turn out exactly looking like the sketch, but overall I'm happy with how it turned out. This one, the paper had snowflake looking dots all over the background, so when I was doing it I thought, well, let me add some of those snowflake looking dots on here, and then I thought, no, I'm just going to make it as a decorative element along here. So I did. I don't know if you can see it really well. There, maybe a little bit. Anyway, I love how this one turned out. I love the theme of this. I really do. My son's a hoot. This one is layout number 4, and it is from Page Maps January 2021, and it is from it is the first 12 by 12 layout sketch. And you can see, I used my washi tape, I used wood veneer. I fussy cut out some of those little houses from this background paper and popped them up on foam adhesive. I used tags and those circle stickers. I got a ton of use from those because I cut a lot of them in half and used them in different portions of the layout. The cork arrows, the enameled liquid pearls that I made into enamel dots, the sequins, the little gemstones, and then I actually used some, I don't know if you can see that, some of the foam dots on that foam adhesive sheet to add a little element on there as well. I even have a brad tucked in up here, and I used one of those adhesive stickers to do my journaling on. This one I got out the embossing stuff and embossed on this one with one of the stamp sets. This is actually layout number 5, and it is, I used a sketch from the Page Maps 2021, January 2021, and it is the third 12 by 12 sketch. I don't think it looks much like that, but you know, that's okay. The stamping and embossing did not turn out exactly as I wanted it to, but you know, it's done. This is layout number 6, and again from Page Maps, it is sketch number 12 by 12 sketch number 7 from the January 2021 sketches. And you can see this one where I cut those tags out of the green paper, the back side of this one, and utilized them on here as embellishments. dug into my ribbon and twine to create those. Again, the circle stickers that I have cut down to go with these tags, used strips of leftover paper as well as some washi tape here. There's one of those little tabs that I put up there that I previously had punched out. And those are the images that I stamped. So yeah, lots and lots of embellishment on these. And here is number 7, and it was a sketch from Page Maps 2020, and it was number 7 on that layout sheet, on that sketch sheet. Again, I use more of the tags as elements, embellishments, and I use leftover bits of ribbon from my leftover ribbon jar. I used brads and gemstones. I used wood veneer, washi tape. Not super fancy, but fancy enough to make me feel like it's a nice layout. It's not one that I would be embarrassed to show someone or to add to a group challenge, or I think you know what I mean. Anyway, so here's an extra one I did not do a video for. This is layout number 8, and it was a page map sketch from the, it says 12 by 12 number 1. I already buried that list. It's either from January of 2020 or January of 2021. Anyway, this is the one that I added an additional cardstock and an additional pattern paper to. And then I took a lot of the scraps and cut them down into these 1 by 1 squares. I used a border strip from the sticker page and washi tape along here, and used a couple of pieces here. One of those circle stickers here. That's where I cut out that journal spot from the 1 pocket page card, and I just added it to a scrap of paper here. I used arrows, I used gemstones, I used sequins. I used 3 different fonts on here. The 15 from the silver, the December from the red, and the Uniquely You from the black. And even got some wood veneer Christmas trees on here. But I think the pattern paper itself acts more as an embellishment than anything else on this layout. This is layout number 9, and it is from the Page Maps 2021, January 2021, and it was the number 2 12 by 12 sketch. And again, the theme of that one had a central core of photos going down the center. I changed it up. I did what I wanted to do. So these were my 2 bigger pieces of scraps, and so I pulled in this brown cardstock here and put my bigger pieces of scraps here, divided them up with some washi tape, and there's a strip of paper left over down there. And on this one you can see I have the pocket page card, and then behind it is one that I had previously cut out an image from, and so I just used it. There's a big hole in that, but it borders fine with that one on there. I used the circle pieces here and here. I used wood veneer. I used cork, I used stickers, I used gemstones. Yeah, and I used 2 of the different fonts in the collection that I put together. And then finally, layout number 10, I did add in a couple of sheets of cardstock to create this one. And this was my next to the biggest, 3rd from the biggest scrap. And so I used that scrap, bordered it with the red, and then bordered it with the green. Put the names down here with the red tile alphabet, put the year, and they were so little here. This is actually going to go in my niece's album, so I'm going to leave, if she wants to write anything on it, she can write something on it. I thought about actually going around the edge with a white pen, gel pen, to create the journaling, and I still might. Anyway, this was from Page Maps 2020, and it was number 4 on the 12 by 12 sketches. And I used one of the tags that I cut out from the pattern paper. That's one that I have laying over on the side of my desk that I used to make Christmas tags. Use brads, use sequins, a gemstone, a wood veneer, yeah, and some washi tape even. So I got lots used here. I did finish off a roll of washi tape, but it's not one that I added to the collection. I'm trying to find, it's the one that I used to back. I don't know, you can see like here and here, that's where I ran out and I started using a different washi tape. Like to tape down washi on the back side, or to tape over brads, the backs of brads. And so that's like one of those pieces that's been laying on my desk for a while to use up. And I have, like, this is the next roll, and you can see it's pretty wonky to be used up, and it tears super easy. The least little bit causes it to just shred. So I used that up. I used up the Jenny Bolin stickers. I used up these Tumblebee stickers, and I think that may be everything that I have used completely up. That's it as far as product that I used all the way. There's nothing left. So both these sheets will go into the trash. And yeah, we're calling this one done. I look forward to playing around next month and see what I can create then. Anyway, guys, y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye-bye.